Yo guys, what's good? Enigma here. Back with a video, something I don't do very often, but I felt compelled to do this about Blue Goku. I'm just gonna show basically a short 10-15 minute video of why I think he's S tier in season 3. So right now, as you can see, I'm just doing some stuff in neutral and training mode, just showing some of his tools that he can use for pressure, neutral, etc. Some of the strongest tools in neutral are JS, 5S, and 2M. And he also has a very good JM. It's basically just Goku normals. Excuse me. Nothing super ridiculous, but he's just very, very solid in neutral. Can play from range, can play from mid range, close range. His light buns are quite stubby, but other than that, he's got a pretty solid neutral game plan. So yeah, that's him in neutral. Next thing I want to talk about is his damage output. This is probably like the main thing people think of when they think of Blue Goku. His damage output is obviously one of the highest in the game. I dare say top 3 off of many hits. So right now you're just seeing his second variation of the loop. This is probably I think this is the most optimal that we managed to get right now into sliding knockdown. And as you can see, it builds almost 2 bars and it's 5.6k damage. Quite hefty. When you compare that to someone like Bardock, who is very well considered a very high tier character right now. Compared to Bardock, he gets about 2 bars and about 5,040. I think there's a little bit more optimization there, but 600 damage is a lot more. So yeah. So now we have a out of corner 2H combo with Blue Goku. He gets damage where a lot of characters don't. It's a very unique situation for him, so it's very useful for him to have that. So now we're going to move on to some Yomi that Blue Goku really excels in, especially against someone like Broly. As you can see there, Broly is actually plus after trading Ki Blast in neutral. However, Blue Goku has a really strong tool in 226H that he can use to sort of catch Broly off guard and get a combo off that way, snap back, and then start pressure. Or you can actually just use 226M, meterless, dash up, go straight to the Ki Blast, and then you're in. So yeah, he definitely commands neutral against most characters in the game. So that's definitely something to think about. Next thing I want to talk about is his pressure and mix-up game. So right there, you saw that was that was his setup to the mix-up. They can do a 4-way mix-up off of. However, there is one thing he needs to clear before you can get to that. You can actually guard cancel his 2H very easily on reaction, and then that will get you out of the mix-up. So just to show here that he does have one way to deal with the guard cancel with his level 1, but there's also another way he can deal with the guard cancel, which is obviously snapback. Now Blue Goku can actually snap you back from pretty much any touch he gets you with. Light command grab, medium command grab, solo off super dash. So here I'm just showcasing all the ways he can get snapback to show that although snapback does pretty much kill his strongest mix-up tool, he can absolutely negate that very easily. Solo, with assist, any hit, super dash, anything. And it's usually like a very low to the ground Dragon Rush, so you can easily just regain your pressure. If you do manage to hit someone with a medium command grab, you can also convert off that into snapback. So now I'm going to go over what the actual mix-up is. So it's actually a 4-way mix-up. You can actually get a true string low with the 2M or 2L, which makes the timing very difficult to deal with. You can also get a true string air-JM, true string air-JL. So that's already the first and second layer. True string low, true string overhead. This is with Gotenks. Can do this with other assists as well, but there may be a gap with the low. So yeah, those are the first 2 layers. The third layer is that cross-up overhead in JS. Very strong. Gives pretty good damage. I think you can get about 5k solo because you build another bar for a level 1. So that's a very strong tool as well. And of course he has his command grab. So that would be essentially 2 assists for the conversion as well. Obviously you can convert if you have another meter solo, but that's banished. So and then once he's established those 4 layers, then he can obviously go into the more gimmicky stuff like teleport cross up or Dragon Rush or whatever, another cross up or anything like that. But once you've already got those 4 layers down, it's way too much to look for. So here again, just showing another layer that can sort of gimmick you once he's established the other 4. and yeah, you know, it's a very very strong very strong mix-up tool that I don't think a lot of characters have. So the minimum block stun assist you can do this with is a 29 frame block stun assist. So at Gohan, Gogeta, you'll actually beat them doing 5L. So you know, they can't mash out of it if you've got a decent assist, just 29 plus. There's many assists that will cover that. So like I said, Gohan, very good assist for him. Gogeta, very good assist for him. And then that will pretty much enable your mix-up. Obviously they could reflect, but if you do cross-up JS, then the reflect gets messed up. So we go on to some more pressure stuff. Not necessarily mix-ups, but pressure. And you can see that his light dive kick is actually -2, meaning he can backdash and escape from pretty much almost every auto combo in the game. It just enables a sort of like mind game, like is he gonna backdash, is he gonna whatever. So yeah, that's also a very strong thing. So we move on and we see, and I think I'm gonna do some 4M pressure here. So Blue Goku actually has an extra command normal in 4M, and it actually leaves him -2 with some very good spacing. So as you can see, Broly can't actually do auto combo to reach him there, even with his huge normals. And if you guess wrong, if you try to take a turn, Blue Goku can actually explode you. So Broly can also, 5S to call out the backdash. However, it is still, you're pretty much guessing there. And if he doesn't backdash 2Ms you, then that's probably 6k gone for free. So yeah. So just a little bit of Yomi. Obviously mashing will beat him pressing 2M after, but it will not cover him doing backdash. And then once that has been established, he can go for the light command grab, which is 17 frames startup. It can be anywhere between 17 and 20 frames depending on how much block stun you've been in beforehand, but it's unreactable pretty much. And he converts for an assist for about 4k damage with the super. So next thing I'm going to go over is some Oki. Some of his Oki tools. I believe it's some like JS stuff and JH stuff. Pretty much just showing how to establish the JS Oki. We'll talk about that in a second. So the JH there will cover uptake backdash from every character, and it will also let you fuzzy tall characters such as Broly, which I'm going to show right now. So yeah, definitely you don't want to be uptaking and guessing on this Oki right here. So I'll show you exactly why you would be incentivized to actually uptake in the first place, and that's because of his JS on reflect and on back tech. So show here Dragon Rush. I do believe a JS here. I'll do JH. Okay, so on the reflect, the JH pushes him back, so he can't command grab you, right? However, once I actually get this combo down, right here, if he does a JS and then command grabs you, it's instant. It's literally, it's like basically like a tick command grab, right? So it's basically unreactable if you do reflect, and so that's why you would want to not, hold that mix up on wake up. So that's why you would want to do uptake. But again, he can meet the uptake with JH. So let me show here. He can also react to reflect. Reflect tag. If he decides to not go for the command grab and he just does 5L, which is actually a true string on block as well with the JS 5L. So he's got some good stuff. He can also again react, even if he does do JS to meet you on the ground, he can react and then 2H you for a lot of big damage as well. So here, just watch this sequence and we'll kind of show you what kind of game plan that Goku can enable and establish. Now this combo was far from optimized. I definitely could have done another loop into quarter assist, and it probably would have killed with level 1, level 3, probably just 4 bars instead of 5. But I was kind of having trouble landing the combo, so I kind of couldn't be bothered. So yeah, now just some combos with Goku assist, because a lot of people say that his assist is hard for combos when it's actually pretty good. So yeah, overall, Just a quick overview. He's got an unreactable command grab, which is probably the center of his offense. He's got very solid neutral, nothing crazy, but he can find his way in, and he can also negate a lot of other strong characters neutral. Damage is easy to come by, very easy to come by. Neutral, again, very usable in combos, very usable in block strings. Neutral application is lacking, however, most of the time he should be on point anyway, so it rarely really is a big issue. Mix-ups and pressure, both easily S tier value. You know, having a -2 medium button is nothing to sniff at all. You know, having key blasts in block strings as well, that can force reflect, also very great. And also being able to snap someone back and negate their guard cancel, and then using your strongest mix-up, which is a 4-way mix-up, very strong, very strong. So yeah, that's why I believe Goku's S tier. If I was to do anything to him to buff him, which I don't actually think he should, there would only be 2 buffs. One buff would be to buff his 5S. I think it should be other 5Ss, like the general ones, like Super Saiyan Goku's. I think they should go through. That's sort of a lore thing though, not really because of actually like the gameplay. It would kind of be broken. And another buff would be to his assist. I think it could ground bounce, which could be nice for him. However, not necessary. I think he's in a very good spot. He's just underplayed, I think mainly because of his assist, but I don't really think it's warranted. I think he's a very good character. Very strong combos, very strong damage, very strong mix-up, very strong neutral. Well, you know, average neutral, solid neutral. So yeah, that's why I think Goku is S tier, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know how you enjoyed it, if you enjoyed it, in the description, in the comments, or at me on Twitter. If you didn't like my video, tell me as well what you don't agree, what you do agree with, etc. And I will see you guys in season 3 when I decide to actually pick up Goku for reals this time. I'm definitely gonna play him for reals this time. I'm tired of the slander, guys. It's over. It's over. I'm gonna command grab all of you. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, yeah, peace. Thanks, guys. Like and subscribe. You can tell I'm new to this YouTube thing, right? And comment. Peace out.